Hello, and we are back
Hey.
after the holiday break.
Yeah,
Am I
the
right,
holiday break.
people?
Who knew we'd still do this?
Because we
This
need
thing.
the rest. Because this is hard work.
Yes.
Who knew this thing is still going into 2018?
Yeah,
I never expected it. Did you?
I never expected it to last a month.
Really?
Yes.
There
You-
comes a point in time where we'll keep on doing this out of spite
Until we die.
until
No,
we
no, no.
die.
Or get arrested.
Our pride will not let us fall.
Hey, welcome to the first 2018 podcast.
Yes.
Welcome to
Hey,
New
guys.
Year, everyone. Hello.
We are joined by introduce yourselves.
Yeah, it's
I
a new
am-
year, new introduction.
Do we do nicknames? I am
Sure.
super cool.
The dabbing master.
Open money.
Don't give his name.
Oh, fine. I'm Arnold. Yeah.
I'm Christopher.
He's Nova.
I'm
Nova.
Iron Beard.
He's still going by
Yeah,
that.
he's still going by Nova.
Really?
Yes.
Still
But
a
it's
thing.
Nova Guard Steelblade, right?
Yeah,
the new name.
Sure.
Yeah, this is Mark.
Yeah.
And I'm Rowie. Welcome to the first Geeks Cast 2018. What happened? Covering. I always forget to check
Yes.
the dates. January 1 to 6.
Yes.
2018.
may news ata ako.
Yeah.
Go.
Hindi,
Share your piece, man.
anime shit
It's
eh.
fine.
Yeah, it's fine.
I don't have that. I have one anime shit, but it's probably not it.
Later,
So,
after.
No, sige, go. Yes, you start it. Start the year.
Tanya the Evil, which was a shown last winter, last winter,
Mhm.
has a new movie coming out.
Make us scare, Mark. Make us
Tanya
scare.
is about a little girl.
course.
Sorry.
Emotos.
No. Wait, there's a hint. This little girl is actually
1,000 years old. so
it's
okay.
actually a businessman from another world. So it's an isekai. His body of a salaryman trapped in a little girl. Trapped in a world which is similar to our own but has magical powers with medyo generic siya. Pero hindi, the thing is it's based on World War II. A mix of between World War I and World War II history. So this little girl is part of the German Empire of that era.
Okay.
So they're trying to recreate the events of this
War
world,
I,
World War One. And actually a mix of World War One because this World War has tanks, so it's only World War Two. Because apparently this World War One has been ongoing for 8 years or something. So she aims to end the war
How?
by his own skill. But the thing is, God, Deus Ex Machina, yung pangalan niya. His name is Deus Ex Machina. He's trying to stop him because he felt that he disrespected him because he doesn't believe in him.
That's
The
when
little
he got
girl.
isekai.
Oh yes, he's trying to push him to believe in God.
Okay.
So, pero this salaryman is so arrogant that he won't accept it even though God is talking right straight to him.
Did the God tell him, I am God?
I am God. Yes, I am God. I'm talking to you right now. Pero she rejected it. So the struggle is trying to reform an atheist to believe in God. Pero yeah.
Is this a serious anime or
It's
just
a very
moe? No?
it's not moe, it's shonen. Yung pagka shonen siya.
Shonen, so it has action, it has
So action, it's
fights.
battle shonen kumbaga. Isipin mo parang shonen siya na war shonen.
Okay.
So,
So
yeah.
what's the name again?
The English title is Tanya the Evil.
Tanya, the evil.
Pero the Japanese is actually more closer to Little Girl War Chronicles.
Ooh,
Yeah.
that sounds badass. Actually, I prefer the Japanese title better.
Yeah.
Actually, ayoko din yung English
Gunslinger
title.
Girl. Sounds cool, but when you watch it,
Oh,
Pero yan.
Look at that.
So basically,
Speaking of anime, did you guys hear about the new anime of the guy fucking 2 police women while he was in jail?
Oh, Mister.
That's his
that,
name.
that Hokage.
Mark,
Yeah.
Mark something.
Mark Ochoa?
Oh shit.
Oh.
Oh, shit.
I was thinking
Coming
Mark
from-
Abalos or something like that.
It's Mark Fernandez.
Abalos? That's
Yeah,
my
Fernandez.
Fernandez.
But Arnold shattered the dream when he told us it was fake.
Oh, yeah.
I am not sure if it was fake. I read somewhere where it said. It was fake.
If it's not the Daily Inquirer or the Star, I think it's gonna be fake. Or Rappler, I think personally for me.
Fuck, man, it was real in my heart.
But
The hero.
the Hokage.
The Hokage.
That was the dream. The Filipino dream.
No, for you maybe slut. Sorry, going back to the movie. What's the difference with the movie
It's
and
a
the
recap.
series?
Sorry, it's a recap.
Ah.
So you have last year 12 episode series, so it's gonna make one movie out of that. It's I think a prelude for the next season.
Okay.
Anyways, another news is Kakegurui is getting a second season.
I think
Kakegurui,
you've talked about
it's
that
about
before.
gambling with hot girls. That's basically it.
that one, the famous fall anime
But-
last year, right?
That special thing about this news is Kakegurui didn't sell all that well in its season. It
That
only
was the anime where the girl fondled herself with a gun, right?
Yes.
Okay, yeah.
This anime didn't sell
Good
for
boys.
this season. It only sold
Wow.
like 1,000 copies.
Ah.
It is very, very low. But I don't understand why it's getting second season, which tells me one thing.
It's hot chicks doing hot things.
It's anime.
It didn't sell. That's the point. In Japan, it didn't sell. I think it's some other forces are at work. Maybe Netflix or the streaming services of Japan, where it's actually so. I think it was number one at some point.
Okay.
So I think this is a good news.
Mhm.
Kasi in Japan, in anime, selling DVDs is the mark of success.
Yeah, that's
Oh, really?
DVDs and Blu-ray.
You have to get around 3K to get back your money for one curve anime.
Dude, the first episode of Persona 4 anime was one Blu-ray.
First,
Yes, the
actually.
first episode.
Yeah,
The second Blu-ray was, I think, episode 2 and 3, maybe 4.
Oh, wow.
it's almost a scam.
Atlas just milking that
Yes.
money.
No, it's not just Atlas. It's every anime studio in Japan.
That's the system in anime right now.
Yeah.
It's very unsustainable.
Yeah, actually, that was the thing. Because I've seen also comparisons between the original airing anime and the Blu-ray
Blu-ray,
version,
yeah.
where they cleaned up the colors, they added new details on the art.
Dude, JoJo is a good example of how good
Oh,
the
wow.
art is when they put it in Blu-ray.
But the airing anime is good, and the Blu-ray just makes it even better.
Uh,
Or sometimes
They're
for
trying to
part
catch
one,
up.
for part 1 to 3, it might be that way, but for part 4,
Mhm.
because for part 4 they use 2 studios. There's the usual David Productions with the high
Yeah.
quality, and then they also hire. I'm not sure if it's a Korean.
One.
No.
no.
One house.
Yeah, they outsource to a Korean company when they don't have money for David production. So in some episodes,
You can see
Killer
the drop.
Queen looks highly detailed, and in the other episode,
Oh yeah.
Killer Queen is literally just a pink face with dots and the smile.
Oh.
You know.
But they fixed that in the
Yeah.
Blu-ray.
In the Blu-ray, it's all David production.
Oh,
So
wow.
you know. So sometimes they just kind of do it cheap for the TV air, so that they could get the episodes out faster.
Yeah. Plus, that's the thing because it has deadlines. Hard deadlines.
Yeah.
This is good news for the industry.
How so? Why do you think
Yeah.
that's good?
Then, as you said, super expensive DVDs that are not worth. It's like one CD for one episode is worth like one movie.
Yeah. That's how they price their discs.
That's the reason why they don't sell the the Blu-rays outside of Japan.
Yeah,
During
someone's
the
gonna
season.
buy it.
Hindi, what will happen is they will lower the price and somebody will sell it back to Japan at some
Oh
point.
yeah. That's the reason why. That's the original reason why some games in
Yeah,
the region lock-
specifically Persona 4 Arena
Yeah.
was region locked in the PS3 and in the Xbox is because both versions of the game, English and Japanese, have both English and Japanese subs and voices. But the American version is cheaper, and
Than the
people have done the
Japanese.
math that if a Japanese person imported the
game,
English version,
actually
it would have been
cheaper.
cheaper than buying their own.
Wow, it's
Yeah, that's why they region lock the game.
Yeah, it's fucked up.
it's the same thing when Coldplay played here in the Philippines. Like you could buy a round way ticket to Singapore, watch the concert, stay 2 nights, and go back, and it'd still be
It's
cheaper.
Wow.
It's good. So
Do they have anime streaming services in Japan?
They
Or not
do.
that you know of?
They do.
They do. We're just
I
not
don't
aware
remember,
of what they
pero
call it.
they
I will
definitely
still
do.
stand by my idea. We need a Netflix for hentai.
Actually, I think
Say
that's.
your
Oh my
piece.
god, yeah.
In my opinion, that's viable because
See, someone supports.
movies are.
2018, everybody.
Never change.
We're still talking about
Never
this
change.
bullshit.
That's what they used to say about. that's what they used to say about movies before Netflix, that it was not viable, people will just pirate it. Pero if you have a platform that offers,
Isn't there sorry, correct if I'm wrong. Isn't there a tab in Pornhub and RedTube for
Pangat
hentai?
Yeah, but
very bad quality.
the problem here is that there are good hentais like
And-
Bible Black or Onichinchi or something like that.
Ooh, what is
But
that,
you
Chinchi?
you get like the shite wherein it feels like flash animation.
Annoying.
That's the thing I want to
Or it's
reduce.
just
That's
5 seconds on repeat.
the
Yeah.
good porn.
So you need to compensate the good ones, you know.
So I think it's good motivation for the animators to make hentai if they have an actual platform.
But haven't you realized the good age were way back before 2006 or 5, like Bible Black,
when piracy
Black
was,
Blue Girl,
when they don't have the
Boing,
internet yet, right?
the Boing
Yeah,
series.
that was the time where you really don't have internet, so you're limited to VCDs and whatever.
You're forced to buy it.
Plus, a good example I can think of this, and I'm serious here. When Faku turned subscription based, there were some Doge artists that released exclusively to Faku, and they were good. Like I forgot the name, pero the one
Did
that
you
keeps
subscribe?
releasing,
Did you try?
nah,
Ah.
the one that keeps releasing vanilla shit. I forgot her name.
Homunculus.
Yeah, there we go, Homunculus.
Yeah.
So the
I'm not
difference
gonna
in
deny
Faku-
that there was a phase in my life where I memorized
See,
Doge
there-
artists.
This is a no judgment space,
Yeah.
and we trust you.
Well, the internet is a judging space.
Yeah, so
So I'm just saying, give us a choice. That's it. Release it for 500 pesos. You can watch all the good.
Isn't Eman waiting for a hentai to release?
he's that desperate.
No, I didn't say that. But he said that because Monster Hunter is releasing on January 26th, and he's also waiting for a hentai episode
Oh yeah.
to release
I
on
saw that
January
chat.
26th. So that guy's gonna jack off twice that day.
Oh my God.
For two
Boom,
reasons.
Boom, boom,
Yeah.
boom.
Speaking of old hentai,
I was gonna say, speaking of Monster
I-
Hunter, so we can
I-
segue.
I thought we were
Have you
gonna
guys
segue.
heard
Oh,
of-
the segue shot down, bitch.
have you heard of erotic taboo mother?
No.
no.
I have
What is
not.
that? Is that a genre? Is that a title?
Actually,
What
It
is
sounds
that?
like a genre,
My-
but it
I
also
know,
sounds
I
like
know
a title.
charming taboo.
Is
model.
that
I think that's the one.
Is that
Yeah.
your
That's the one.
VN?
It was recommended by a friend.
Yeah, that was the one where the kid, seduces. Yeah, that was good
It
shit.
has good reviews though. Parang they have a good story though. Pero I might watch it later.
Speaking of Monster Hunter.
Speaking of Monster Hunter.
Speaking of monsters
No,
that are not your soul.
Charming taboo monster.
Let's move on, let's move on,
Anime
okay.
streaming.
So, sige naman.
Finish your hentai thought. God.
Another one is
I'm gonna post this in the Lunar Cry group just so you know.
Hey,
They're gonna get to know you anyway. There's a
yeah.
hentai master in the group.
Oh,
Anyway.
how masterful is he?
He talks about eroge every time he goes.
Have your debates.
You're,
with him.
you
Your-
are
okay,
gonna
I
be
forgot
good
the
friends
name.
with
Let's
him.
just push it.
I'm just saying,
I forgot
man.
the name.
If Hentai Haven starts producing their hentai and then paying for
That's-
the quality produced shit,
That's a good idea.
Is that
Actually,
a free site?
fun
Yeah.
fact. I have
the streaming one.
Crunchyroll started as a piracy
I
site.
thought they're starting
That's a
hentai.
hentai site. That's why it's called Crunch.
That would have been. That was the.
I thought they were gonna start a hentai.
Yeah, a genre.
hentai,
That's
yeah.
They have brand sponsors.
I know.
Hentai Haven can be like Crunchyroll, become legit. They support the industry.
Yeah, same. Just
Okay.
like Faku, and okay. Speaking of Monster Hunter,
No, I was gonna say, you guys were talking about anime streaming.
Speaking of supporting the industry, one game
Wait,
you love.
no, you guys were talking. What the fuck? What? You have more hentai shit?
I played an eroge, right?
Is it your
Okay,
eroge?
I'm gonna
Is it
review-
the one you
No,
designed?
no.
Yeah, are you jacking up
Wait,
to your
this is
own?
news.
I-
This is dedicated to news.
News ba to? This is news?
No. Just
It's
that's
fine.
okay.
Yeah,
Just,
yeah.
just do
You
it.
I
started
was
it,
in
finish.
Discord. I was chatting on Discord and somebody recommended a good eroge.
Who
I'm
do you
actually
talk to
curious.
in Discord?
Oh,
I forgot the name
in the Lunar Cry Guild.
No, it's in our Discord.
Okay.
Oh wow.
They recommended Teaching Feelings.
That wasn't me. Yeah.
That doesn't mean
Yeah, sorry.
You're
I'm
in-
just saying.
you're
It's
in
about-
I recommend a lot of shit, but that
That's
wasn't me.
either
respect.
Respect women.
Respect
Respect women.
gender equality.
God.
Yeah, the story is about your life with a slave girl.
Respect women.
Actually, it's pretty sweet shit
But it's like-
But you're trying to take care of the girl because he was abused. So It's a story about abuse.
This is not an
I,
abuse.
I thought you were talking about having a slave girl is pretty sweet shit. That's how I understood it.
No,
That's
no,
how
no,
I-
no,
Dude,
no.
come on.
Okay,
That's how
okay.
I understood.
Okay. Review of the game. Do you want to talk about the story or the
It's your
gameplay?
choice.
Your
It's your
choice.
choice.
For the story,
This
it's
is your
actually
platform, man.
actually very invested on the girl. For like he has a very he was abused by his former owner, and the way she acts to you is like you could tell that she went through a lot, and you actually feel bad about you. Kasi the game gives you an option of raping her or taking care of her, and it really makes you feel like
There's a
I'm gonna take of her.
difference.
It's like
Raping and taking care of her.
I mean I appreciate that because normally gusto ko yung I have the
So
option
you're
of being
either
the person.
fucking lolicon or rapist.
Yeah. Hindi,
Why can't you
You're-
free
no, no,
this?
no, no.
You're either
Okay,
pedophile or
You have the
rapist.
option of avoiding sex with her.
Why can't you free this if she was a slave?
Hindi. It's like you want to free a very defenseless girl who has no ability to take care of her own.
Let the
That's-
government take
So
her
you
house.
rape
Hindi,
her.
because no, that's not what happened.
Okay,
You
tell
can
us.
you can avoid sex with her, but at some point the girl will rape you because
Because the story is fucked up.
It
There
dema-
are
the-
animals
and
inside.
the
Why?
game actually demands you to have sex with a girl. So you have no choice.
You can
What's the point of
quit
choosing?
the game. That's the agency.
So you can
have.
actually deny the girl at the
You
beginning.
can
pero,
quit the game, go
you
to a
know,
church,
yeah.
repent for
So-
your sins.
So the chick, the cute is pretty cute. Okay, so I think I'll give it a pass. The gameplay is questionable because in the beginning the girl is very fragile. One mistake could kill the girl. Because
Yeah,
for
like
example,
raping her. You
no.
dick.
Simply ordering the wrong food will kill the girl, which is, in my opinion, very.
What do you mean ordering the
For
wrong
example,
for-
okay.
the wrong food to feed her
Yeah,
or to feed
here-
yourself?
No, here. We're going to a restaurant. Me with the slave girl. So then,
You should just be a girl.
the girl is showing signs that he likes pancakes.
Okay.
But if you choose the sandwich, at some point at the 13th day, the girl will die.
Because
You have no choice because you didn't give the pancake. Eh. That's
The fuck?
in my opinion. That's a very bad flaw. If she's going to die, it's supposed to make sense. Eh.
Okay, for once we agree.
Yan. Very bad gameplay yun eh. It's also sort of bad for the story.
How long is this game?
Unlimited eh. So you can have sex with her anytime you want. So, anyways,
That's not the point. That's not my question. To finish this godforsaken game, how long do you have to play it?
if you know how to play the game, you can play for like 2 hours. You can finish all the sexy scenes and shit. Yeah, kasi the game of the game is to get all the scenes. The apron scene, the apron scene, the outdoor sex scene, the etc. So you have a set of scenes that you aim to get. So yeah, that's the point of the game.
Okay, fine. How much time did you spend on this game?
Actually, kasi I was a beginner, so I did around 1 day, I guess, 2 days.
Okay, so you spent, let's just say like 10 hours at
Yan.
least for this slave girl game. Okay.
So, yan.
Just to
I
get
was
it out
very
there.
annoyed because it's very,
Fucking-
very repetitive. So, for example, you have to pet
Not
the girl.
even 30 minutes.
You have to
in,
pet the
we're
girl
going
every
knee
day.
deep shit.
You have to pet the girl. If you don't pet the girl, she dies. It's annoying. Yeah.
Why do you keep playing? You want to see the sex scenes? That's it?
Somebody recommended it and I'm already playing it so I might as well finish it
Okay, that's a fair one.
Alright. Let's get into some news, shall we?
Let's get to some non-slave rape girl news.
Yeah. Alright.
Okay.
You guys were talking about anime streaming sites. Amazon is stopping their anime streaming subscription.
I never knew because we don't get Amazon here.
Yeah.
Well, now we can, right? Because Amazon
Oh, really?
stopped
Oh,
their
yeah, yeah.
import.
Because of the change in our import tax laws, anything below 200 has free shipping.
$200.
Yeah.
That's for the shipping, but I think you're talking about the streaming service, right?
No.
Streaming
no, yeah, I
services.
went from the streaming to Amazon.
Yeah.
Dati kasi before
Hentai.
they had anime strike which is a subset
Oh,
of
wow, yeah.
Amazon. But Amazon, you have the usual Amazon has access to the movies and series, but for anime, you have to actually pay another
Premium.
new premium for the anime strike, so it's separate.
Mhm.
Actually, a lot of people complain about Amazon because of that, because you're paying double, like paying $15, which is more double of Crunchyroll.
Which is like what, 10, 8?
Oh yes,
Okay.
And if you use the code Crunchyroll.com/geeks.
Let's-
You don't
we're-
get
we're not-
anything.
You get a
Earl does not exist.
yeah.
Earl.
Earl does not exist.
You're really calling that Earl?
Yes, I call it Earl, motherfuckers. What you gonna do? What you gonna do?
That takes some getting used to, you
Earl.
motherfucker.
My name is Earl.
Let's
Are you
get
pet peeved by Earl?
God.
So-
News.
let's get some news. Monster Hunter. Hey.
Yes, please.
All right, so we got. Hey, I'm not an IT guy. All right.
I can say
I don't
that
give a
without feeling
fuck.
bad.
I don't give a fuck.
It's the same as GIF, like fuckers.
I say GIF sometimes.
Oh my god, double, ano ba?
Double whammy.
Double whammy.
I'm not a purist.
You elitist.
It's convenient.
I'm just not used to it, is all. It just makes you tick the neck.
No, I know it's wrong.
Fucking
That's
hell.
why I do it.
That's why I do. All right, we got a new.
What is this?
I kind of wanted Eman here for this, but he said he can't come.
Hear
We
the
got
silence? That's him.
Hmm? We got a new trailer for Monster Hunter World where they showed some of the fan favorite monsters that have been announced to come back. And they also announced the first DLC, Devil Joe, coming
Wow.
for free.
Oh wow, it's free.
Yep.
Is it a new map, a new
It,
monster?
it's a fan
new
favorite
way-
monster.
What?
It's a fan favorite monster
Wow.
because that won't be able to be there on release, but they're updating the game
Question:
for free.
Does the monster mean as exclusive hunt, or
Uh,
just roaming around the map? I don't know
It,
how.
yeah,
Monster Hunter
every
works.
there's always a quest just for a monster.
Oh, okay.
But if this works the same way as previous Monster Hunters, any monster that you have encountered has a chance to just randomly show up sometimes.
While you're on another hunt.
Yes.
Okay.
Alright.
Yeah, as a question, as a guy who doesn't play Monster Hunter, doesn't
Mhm.
it get boring? Like with every iteration, they rehash a lot of the old monsters.
No.
It's
Like, why?
It's
I
like
mean-
PDM. It's
They're
you
updating the
level up through
monsters with new
equipment.
stuff.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I see this
You update through
monster
equipment.
hunter.
So it's like ADM.
It's
like
more
ADM.
of the loot.
Yeah,
Yeah.
It's a loot,
Does
it's a
it-
loot progression based
Doesn't this
system.
game have an
Okay.
anime? I think.
No.
I
It
rem-
has a manga.
I remembered an anime with parang Monster Hunter World, tapos they used this to summon the
Maybe
monsters.
that was-
You don't summon monsters
Was it
in
in
Monster
your
Hunter.
dreams? Was it a dojin?
I don't-
What is
You
it?
hunt
in my
monsters. You
childhood,
don't
I
summon.
think
Is it
I watched
called
it, eh.
Fairy Tail?
They have the main character has a monster friend who's one eye.
Dude, that's Monster Rancher.
Monster Hunter, ba?
Yes.
Oh god, oh god.
This disc summoning on your PS1s. That's Monster
Oh, Monster
Rancher.
Hunter.
You
Okay.
take care of monsters. You ranch them. Here, you hunt them.
Okay. Sorry.
Monster Hunter.
I'm
I don't
confused
know.
eh.
Okay,
That was-
it's okay. It's okay.
Monster Hunter. I don't know.
That's the guy where there was a golem,
yeah.
a kangaroo type, the
Yeah.
weird bouncing one with one eye. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
Rancher.
But the most important part of this news is a third and final beta is coming to the PS4 on January 18 up till January 22. But for GMP plus 8 peeps like us, that is January 19, 10 a.m. Yeah, this is gonna have the same 3 quests as before, but it's also gonna include a 15-minute quest for Nergigante, which is the flagship monster
That
for
looks way
World.
better than what I imagined.
Yeah.
And looking at these betas, did you know the betas are multiplayer?
Yeah. I mean, they keep on
Yeah.
saying it.
And the connection is smooth. So
That looks like a PS4 game. Yeah.
It is a PS4 game.
I mean, I'm just saying, it's like
It looks good
I
for
am
PS4.
so
Yeah,
used.
from 3DS to
Yeah.
PS4, dude, we can't believe this is happening.
Yeah, I mean, fuck.
The
And-
last one was on the PS2, right?
no,
The last console version.
No, on the Wii. That's Monster Hunter Tri, which that introduced underwater battles, which everyone hated, and they removed it.
And I think Double Cross is on the Switch, but just the Japanese.
But yeah, there's no plans for localization. PC release date also announced. Well, not a release date, but the release window.
Mhm.
They're aiming for autumn 2018, so expect it to be around
Sure.
September, October.
Yeah.
So yeah,
long time.
gonna be playing that PS4 version for quite a while.
Bring it here.
No, no. Oh, someone's moaning. Yeah, I moan at the Monster Hunter
Sorry,
too.
Sorry.
Anyway, Lunar Hunters, see you on January 19.
Just for the other guys, who are the Lunar Hunters?
It's
Your guild?
the Lunar Cry FC in
Ah.
FF14 were like making a Monster Hunter guild as well.
Nice. hopefully I'll join you guys there. But if you
Are you
guys,
gonna buy it for the PS4?
I'm not sure. But if I have time, I have the money.
Yeah.
Why not?
Well, hey, you
Last-
won't have the time when you buy Monster Hunter. Hey.
Last game I played on the PS4 was Horizons.
No, yeah, here's the thing. Anyway.
I think that's the same thing.
Yeah.
Oh, speaking of Horizon, I may borrow your copy.
Oh.
Don't you have your own?
No, I don't. And
Okay.
Dad is running out of games to play.
No, it's for your dad.
Yeah, it's for my dad. But I'll play too, yeah, sure.
Arnold.
That or yeah,
Arnold.
or both.
Both.
Okay.
Dude, he's almost done playing Doom. And he's gonna play Doom
Just
too.
give him a Netflix subscription, make him watch The Punisher or something.
I don't know, he likes shooting people.
Overwatch.
No,
He
he's
doesn't
too
like-
old for Overwatch.
Speaking of Overwatch,
Hey,
Mercy's getting nerfed again.
Yes.
what?
Yes.
No.
I've seen the memes where
It's-
Rip Mercy.
Yeah, it's the new year. You thought Jeff Kaplan and the Overwatch team will finally give Mercy a break. Nope.
Nope.
She's getting nerfed even more.
Is she still that strong?
They think that the Valkyrie lasts too long, so
It does.
they're gonna nerf the duration of Valkyrie from 20 to 15 seconds.
I mean that's still long, but
They're also gonna decrease the speed boost that Valkyrie gives.
half. Wow. I think
Yeah.
that's a bit much. If they took off 1/4, I'd be okay.
No. We'll see. I mean, we don't even play Overwatch anymore, but
Regularly, yeah.
like just reading about Mercy nerfs, they're still doing it. They're also changing Junkrat's concussion mine. It'll deal less damage when you're far away from the explosion, because they think that Junkrat can deal too much burst damage with the double concussion
Yeah,
mine.
I mean that makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Only if you're far away from the actual explosion.
Alright.
So
But
if
their
you
face-
aim your bombs right, it'll
Their
still
face,
deal the same
yeah,
thing. Yeah.
they're still gonna kill people.
Yeah, these changes are already in the PTR. Go into forums and see what people think, because obviously we can't do it. Yeah, not much news this week.
Oh, that's news.
Hulu's
Wow.
rebooting Animaniacs to premiere in 2020. Animaniacs is
Still
Still
coming
too
back.
long. Hmm?
You guys watched that? Animania?
Yes, I watched that. That's a good show.
Yeah.
It's one of the shows that aired in I think Disney because it was produced by WB, so it aired on
yeah.
Disney here.
Yeah, Hulu announced a 2-season order for the animated series today, noting the service also gained the streaming rights to all 99 episodes of the original Animaniacs.
Nice.
Premiered
Premiered in 1993 and ended in 1998. The thing I'm looking forward for this one is how they're gonna recreate those wonky animations
Yeah.
using modern technology, and I think they're gonna be shake-ups with the VOs because I think some of them are getting too old. I think the brain, Pinky and the Brain, I think their VOs are like over 50 now. I'm not sure if they can still do the voices.
in the brain,
Yep.
brain.
And I think that's my piece for anime.
I'm just curious. It's like how many content will be cut because like there's some sexually suggestive scenes.
I
In
mean,
that
if it
series.
got past to Disney, they're gonna make it for.
Yeah, probably.
Hulu is owned by DC again, no?
No. I'm talking about it. It
Previously,
aired in
yeah.
Disney in the Philippines.
But
I
Hulu
think-
is owned by Disney now, di ba?
Really?
it? I
I'm
don't
not
know.
Sure.
Yeah, they bought Fox Entertainment, and Hulu is part of it.
I'm not sure, but we can look that up.
I think they just bought some rights from Fox. I don't think they bought Fox as a whole. Then to get into more cartoons coming up, Rick and
Wow.
Morty
Fuck.
season 4 may not air until late 2019.
Late, not
Late
early.
2019.
It's gonna be on the later half, so earliest gonna be June 2019.
Here we go again, boys.
Uh,
It's like the community of Rick and Morty and Reddit
The assholes are
before
the cool
season
kids.
3 was released.
Was
During
it-
the later part of that weird waiting period, it got weird. People were posting like release it, and people were getting desperate.
Some Rick and Morty fans are a bit too toxic for my taste.
They're children. They're fucking kids.
So yeah, they really take
Did
their
they-
time.
Did they say more?
Not really. We're just saying, oh, this is why it takes so long, like our process.
I hope they don't
Well,
be a
I think
disappointment
they're
again.
still writing the script because the script for season 3, which aired last year, was finished a year before that. So they finished writing the script. It takes 6 months to a year to animate
Mm.
That's the reason why they're
Yeah. More time is generally a good thing, to polish
Yeah.
the shit.
Kala ko nag-rush sila dun. Di ba nag-rush?
No, they didn't rush.
So yeah.
I mean, I think it just wasn't your banana boat because you didn't like season 3. But yeah,
Yeah, good luck for them.
yeah, they took some time.
I mean, they're still BoJack, so.
And then rounding up the cartoon news, Johan just told me like this morning
Mhm.
a new episode of Steven just came out.
Oh,
I still haven't caught up on season 4, or have I?
did he say anything about the new episode?
No, he just said there's a new episode.
Okay, well, so he didn't.
Yeah, Lawrence isn't here, so I don't remember if I've caught up. I think I did.
I'm not sure. For sure, for me, I'm still at the beginning.
Oh no, I finished season
Season
4.
three.
I haven't started season. I don't know. I forgot. I'll check. I have to get back.
Check your backlog.
Yeah. So yeah, that's anime news.
May pa.
Wow.
This was
Wow.
anime. One more.
Well,
Yeah,
sure.
sige, sure.
We're still in
I
news.
watched Rakudai no Kinshi no Cavalry.
What the fuck is that?
Tale of a worst night.
I'm gonna.
Think of it's a battle shonen.
Okay.
It's actually pretty generic eh. The summary looks pretty generic.
Yeah.
But I was surprised that it did a lot of things that is very rare in anime. Parang actually during the time it was aired, it was compared with Astris Wars. Do you know Aswars?
Ass Wars. No.
Sounds like a porn.
Asterisk Wars, is that the A1 shit?
Yes, A1.
The one that
yeah.
you showed.
Yeah, the one with
where-
the 7 episode breakdown by Digibro.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Actually, I haven't watched that series eh.
Please don't waste your time. Don't
Hindi,
waste
I
your
watched
time. I know
the
you
end.
have time, but don't waste it on that.
I watched Rakudai because it was compared. Actually, watch it because of a recommendation from somebody. I didn't watch Digibro's video about that eh.
Okay.
And I watched it. It was
No,
very
the Digibro
refreshing.
video, the Digibro video was about Ass Wars, not the Rakudai.
Actually, he discussed it at the end of the last 2 parts.
Oh yeah.
I actually watched it after I watched Rakudai, and
Okay.
I agree with it. Eh. Even though it's very generic compared, it's almost similar to Ashes Wars. It did a lot of things that are so refreshing, like making a relationship go with the 4th episode. Like there is an actual relationship. They actually spend a lot of time developing them, how they work with each other, which is very surprising that is not commonly done in anime. Normally, they focus on the way to get the girlfriend, right? Don't really discuss the relationship after getting the girlfriend. So, yeah, it makes me realize that the anime is sort of lacking because it's so simple, eh? Very basic, eh? And a lot of anime couldn't do that, eh? And this anime did it, even though the premise is so generic that it had a clone in its own season. It's very surprising. Eh? And it also, some of the scenes were done by a shaft animator. Eh? And it showed. Eh? There was those freaky monocolored scenes, blood red, and there was no shaft health tilting, but you could see the
that was exactly what I just did.
Yeah.
I thought you were freaking out. Just-
But yeah, it was pretty good for its own right. So,
Right.
yeah, surprising them.
Right. What else is surprising is you can get the City of Final Fantasy NT DLC by buying cup noodles.
yeah, I think it is the Nissan one.
Yeah,
with
this
the
happened for
partner.
FF15. I think you could unlock a costume, which you can also do for the City. I think there's one more costume that you can unlock. I think it's for Noctis.
Can the guys see it?
Yeah, you can
Okay,
see
okay,
it from
okay.
the.
Look
the
at that
screen.
warm up for battle.
Oh, literally. Oh yeah.
Is this sold only in Japan?
No, this is for US actually.
Oh wow.
So what would happen is you take a photo of your cup noodle and the receipt. The receipt should it should show like the time and date, and then you send it to somewhere, and then it sends you another code, and then you get the code. So yeah, buy cup noodles and play the Cydia. That's
But really, Nissan's cup noodles.
eh.
I mean, it's a Japanese company. I just find it weirdly refreshing that video games and real life consumer goods are merging. Next, we'll see, I don't know, Borderlands and Head and Shoulders.
My Head and
I don't
Shoulders.
know, just a random brand.
I'm just saying, it's like if you have to buy the cup noodles, Nissan's. Really?
Throwing shade, throwing
Oh,
shade.
no.
What's your ramen
Who
cup,
hurt
huh?
you?
I mean, I'm just a
Yeah.
simple guy.
But why you hate Nissan? You like?
Why you like cup ramen instead?
I'm not saying it tastes like the styrofoam it comes in.
Oh,
But-
I'm not saying that either.
I'm not saying that.
You know, I'm not defending Nissan, but they were the first guys who pioneered the drying up the noodles shit.
Doesn't mean they're good.
No. Why?
I'm just
burn the.
Lucky me!
Buy Nissan sponsors.
But Choy, we have no sponsor.
Ah,
Never mind. I'm just throwing shade. Yeah, it seems like a good idea.
And then
I
throw
originally thought it was for Japan.
segue.
Yeah, actually me too.
Segue ako.
into.
So, sige,
I
do it.
played Final Fantasy 14.
Alright, yeah.
Segue.
He's
Segue.
playing the trial and he's
Let's
met-
discuss that later, because that seems
Where?
like a topic on its own.
It's not really a topic. Like
Why aren't you too excited about playing FF14 together?
I don't know. He hasn't bought the game yet.
Oh,
He's still playing the trial, so he still can't chat with the.
There I have
FC.
several comments on it.
All right, let's just do a quick round. You already said some of these to me.
Yeah. So, for example, some of the controls are awkward.
Yeah.
Actually,
mm.
It's an
I played
MMO.
World of Warcraft though,
Mm.
so some of those influences can be seen in FFF. Designs. Many skills are very similar.
Mm.
One skill in particular that I like to parang pet peeve is the cone attack of the Marauder.
okay.
Yeah, because what happens is the Marauder slams, and then there's a cone of fire. Anyone hit by the cone of fire, the Marauder increases its aggro.
Yeah.
To them.
Oh,
So it's their crowd aggro.
control.
Yeah.
Pero I have a similar skill in World of Warcraft. Pero I think the main problem with the skill in the FF is it requires a target. Parang it's very awkward to you want, for example, this is your enemy, but you haven't clicked him. So yeah, your skill won't work unless you click him. I think
Yeah, he wants the skill to come out immediately when you press it, and it just slams in front.
yes, in
Because-
front.
You want it to be AOE.
It's like an AoE.
Yeah.
It's-
As I recall, all of the cone-based attacks in FF14 requires you to have a target. So you need to position yourself.
yeah. You need to have a main target and
Yeah.
all
Yeah.
others.
I think
are-
that's
are
a dumb
go-to.
design. It's very awkward. Parang
You'll get used to it.
Yeah. It's something that you need to get used to because if you don't like it, don't play. Is it enough for you to stop playing?
Hindi, wala
I
lang.
don't think so.
You have to criticize something. That's when you don't want to play. You have to. Yan. One of my criticism lang. I haven't actually played to the max level, so I don't have the right to judge the.
Yeah, we
The-
told you yesterday that level 50 is where you
the
kind of start tasting the real gameplay of FF14.
Right now, it's just going to the grind.
Yeah, because you don't have like a lot of your skills yet. You don't have a tank stance yet. You don't have your full combos yet, right?
Yes, yeah.
Your first combo still ends at Skull Crusher, I think.
Yep.
Yeah, you don't have the full combo yet.
I'm saving my judgment until I'm
Yeah.
level 50.
Isn't FF a combo-based game?
Yes, it is.
You mainly attack using skills. You don't do right click, or left click, left click.
Yeah,
You
like-
that's why you have the term rotations.
yeah.
right?
While you're doing your skills, your character auto attacks in between,
Oh.
so you don't have to keep doing the right click. It's
Okay.
not like Ragnar where your auto attack is your main source of damage.
Yeah, and you see a
use skills.
waterfall of damage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think this game could use leveling or in World of Warcraft. At some point, they will apply a leveling system that each area will adapt to your level.
FF
Doesn't-
does the opposite,
Huh?
where if you go inside a dungeon, it will scale your level to dungeon.
And
It doesn't. It's not the opposite where it makes the area scale
Yes.
with you.
So it drops you. So if you're level 50, you go to level 2 dungeon, it drops you to
Yeah, you become
I
level
wish
2.
that it applies to like an entire area, as in
Mm.
questing areas, because
Do you you're level 2, but you get all the level 50 skills, so you can do your
No.
full rotations.
No.
Okay.
The reason why they do that is because let's say you have a newbie, let's say a Choa, a newbie level 15 tank is in a level 15 dungeon, and you make a level 50 DPS party with him, he won't be able to hold any aggro because just one strike from the level 50 is gonna take the aggro from him.
so the
That's
point,
why they scale it down.
Another one is the one thing I like about the dungeon system is the use of commendations.
Yeah.
Parang it gives me a sense of pride and
Hey, you
achievement.
did good. Yeah, as a tank, you will get a lot of commendations.
I like it.
Expect that.
As the DPS,
I love
you're
the
the
feeling.
silent. The...
I really don't understand how you give commendations, but I really like the feeling of being
Included, wanted.
commended.
Did you not see the player commendation button
I have
after you?
like 6, I think.
No. I mean, you can give commendations too.
I can.
Oh, you didn't see it?
No.
When you finish the last boss in a dungeon, there's a small square box on the lower right side saying player commendation. Click it, and then you can choose one of your party mates to comment.
Is that just a feel?
You're probably gonna choose the healer. That's it. Unless the DPS did something crazy that impressed you, you're probably gonna choose the healer. Because the healer's probably gonna choose the tank. It's just stroking each other's dick. Thank you, tank. Thank you,
So it's
healer.
kind of pointless, no?
Not really pointless.
Yeah, that's what I was going to ask.
Yeah.
It's just a commendation system. There's nothing behind it.
After
Rewards,
getting enough
XP,
commendations, you get.
like a new
I
codes.
think for 300 you get a coat level or with 500 you get a mount. I forget.
Okay.
But it's not something that you really think about while playing. It just stacks up. And since you're maining a tank, it's gonna go fast.
Yeah.
How about you? Have you reached those?
I've reached, I think, 100, not 300 yet, because I've only started playing tank seriously with
I
this
really like
patch.
it, So I wish they use more of that currency so I can.
Maybe in the future.
Do they have mounts for like?
You don't cash it in. It's just when you get 300 commendations, you get the mount immediately. And yeah, we'll explain more of this like maybe in the Discord because there's a lot more to explain to you.
Another one is the world is not open world. It has tons of loading screens.
Yeah, it's instance.
It's dungeon based, right?
Yeah,
No, I mean
just
like
the areas.
yeah, because FF14 started with the PC and the PS3, and the PS3 can't handle that shit.
Oh, that's why.
Yeah, so maybe in the next expansion, because the PS3 is no longer supported, they could start amping up some of the like requirements and shit.
Okay.
Yeah.
So overall, I enjoyed Marauder. It reminds me of my old time in playing World of Warcraft when I was new. So that's good.
Okay. And then speaking of open world shit,
Okay.
I don't say shit as bad. I say shit as in stuff.
Yeah, stuff.
Paladins is getting a battle royale mode called Battleground.
So what is this shit?
What's Paladins?
You guys know.
Fight through the pain to get to the top. You gotta push through it all if it's what you want. Dig a little deeper to make a believer. Let's light a match and ignite the street. Royalty. Let's light a match and ignite the street. Let's light a match and ignite the street. You gotta fight through the pain to get to the top. You gotta push through it all if it's what you want. This is a call of the dreamer. Dig a little deeper, make 'em believe. You gotta fight through the pain to get to the top. You gotta push through it all if it's what you want. This is a call of the dreamer. Dig a little deeper, make 'em believers.
For that song.
The song is good.
Yeah. It's already being play tested right now. So if anyone's playing Paladins and you like the whole survival thing, try it out.
I mean, I'd rather say just go try Fortnite. I think
No,
that sounds
hey,
funner.
because they also have their own
Yep.
PUBG thing.
Their own
Yeah,
battle royale.
it's the thing now.
I think
because
PUBG's gonna open the floodgates for battle arena type things like.
it already did.
Yeah.
We already got Fortnite. We have this.
The same way Dota opened the floodgates to like Heroes of New Earth, to Smite,
Yeah.
League of Legends, and stuff like that. It's only gonna get better or worse, but hopefully better.
I don't know, man. I mean, it works with the hero based because like PUBG is essentially Rust with battle.
Yeah, it's more combat,
Yeah, it's not
It's more
building
combat,
based.
not building.
So yeah, I can see it working.
But not. I think only Lawrence bought PUBG. Do you have PUBG?
Yeah, but
Did
he
you have-
doesn't play it because his PC can't handle it.
And he's
Or
living the hermit lifestyle. I'm not sure which is which
I
anymore.
don't know.
Okay, yeah, I think we can move on to the next.
Let's
News.
finish this up with the one we talked about. And Mark can talk about
Yeah,
this more.
please.
Like we got reports of like Intel CPUs like having
Security risks. Yeah,
Yeah.
I think we can talk more to that.
Yeah, you guys don't need to get into like the nitty gritty details. Just give the people an overview of what the fuck is going on.
Oh, so this was revealed by Google, not from one of the guys in Intel.
Was one of the developers of Google. Yeah, so basically, there are two types of viruses, Meltdown and Spectre. They're not. I wouldn't say they're viruses, but
Are there bugs? Are there glitches?
yeah, I'm just saying they're more like exploits or like what it says here. It's more like flaws in the architecture uh, of the processor. That's what makes this very difficult. It isn't a normal virus which you can remove with an antivirus.
Mm.
This is part of the hardware itself, and to get it out of the technical terms, I made the analogy earlier. It's if the CPU is a restaurant and every program is the customer shouldn't be able to get inside the kitchen and alter the stuff, right? Oh wait,
Yeah, I think that's right.
no, that's the wrong analogy. I'm sorry. The chef is the hardware, the waiters are the software, and the customer is the user.
Okay.
So users are using the waiter to get the food and plate. Waiters only have a limited access inside the kitchen to get the food. They're not allowed to alter the food in any way.
Yeah, that's the chef's part. Yeah.
Yeah, that's the chef's part. So here, there's a certain vulnerability which is hard coded in the kernel,
Mm.
and I forgot which is which. But the more serious of the two allows it to rewrite the thing that recognizes what should and should not be
Mm.
inside
The
or what.
kitchen.
Yeah, because once you're inside, you can essentially control everything once you're inside the kernel. So it's basically controlling every part of the computer at that point. And the other one, I forgot if it's Meltdown or Spectre. I think Spectre is the more serious of the two because it sounds cooler.
Hey.
But- I'm just
Hey,
saying, man. It's
Spectre.
like who the fuck comes up with the names?
You know, why don't call it sandwich or jelly bean?
Yeah, man. It's like hackers. Anyway, so
My place.
You need to respect,
Need to
the
respect
hackers,
it, man.
hackers, man.
Respect the hackers.
Meltdown is
We're gonna talk about that in another video.
In a bit.
Meltdown is more of the same, but if Spectre is the deliberate destroying or deliberate altering of that recognition system, Meltdown is more of exploiting a flaw that the developers use to make things faster, in a way. So that's the fixable one, and that's why the news, like with patches causes performance hits, because the flaw there actually enables the computers to somewhat. It's kind of a shortcut, to say the least. So they can fix it, but yeah, you could lose a significant performance.
So this patch has performance drops. That's what's gonna happen essentially.
Yeah, but I think the exact number is around 30 to 40%. So you're not really gonna feel it
really,
as much. If you're just, it's CPU. If you could remember that. CPU is mostly used in high intense. It's more like video editing, image editing, video games.
rendering.
Yeah, rendering, programming.
Video games, not much.
Video games uses GPU, the graphics card.
Okay.
So again, for us normal people, it doesn't really. That's why I'm saying calm down, because like it's really the companies who should be panicking right now.
The ones that are affected are people who work in media, people who work with software, people who edit shit, render stuff, people who export things. I think people who
Yeah.
engineers as well, because they use AutoCAD, they use stuff like that.
Yeah,
I remember.
Yeah.
Didn't the president like resign before this news was?
President of
Of what? Of the
Intel?
company?
Intel. I
I'm
don't
not
know.
sure, man.
I didn't
Yeah.
follow.
I don't know. That could be
Kasi,
like
the stocks dropped because of this news, right?
Yes, the stocks drop because it's investors they generally don't like this kind of news.
Yeah, so yeah,
So that's why the stocks
I
drop.
think there were allegations of inside trading that the president knew that this was going to happen, so he sold
President,
this.
what do you mean, the president
Of
of
Intel.
Intel, not the CEO. Not
That's
the,
why he
Okay.
stepped down.
I don't know if CEO was the president. He basically sold his stock before this.
One of
news
the
happened.
higher ups before.
And
Okay.
Yeah.
they're-
That's why the more serious of the two is kind of it's the thing that's hard because it's hardwired into the chip itself. So you could either fix it or you could change everything entirely, and that is fucking expensive.
Mm.
So
So
like produce a new set of chips.
yeah, that's hard.
Paste the chip.
Yeah, so again, I wouldn't really cause any worry because the people who are most vulnerable with this are the ones who host the hosting places, website hosting, cloud services, or something like that. To be fully affected by this, you have to be the system in question has to be tampered with.
Mm.
Okay.
Gets so, and that usually that happens by uploading a code. So unless someone has a way of entering into your PC, uploading, rendering, and running the code, you know,
Unless you're big enough of a target for
yeah,
this,
that's
for even hackers to consider hacking you or something.
yeah,
like
and that's with all viruses. Like I said that to Hill, it's like it's not really that much of a big of a deal because if you're ever virused, the only highly possible way you will get virused is if you go to the questionable sites.
Mhm.
If you're doing everything normally, you're fine. And if ever that happens that you were entered, it's either you connected with someone who was infected in the first place. You're a big enough target
Mhm.
to be hacked, and you're part of a bigger scheme, a la Sony. What happened with Sony?
Yeah, because the customers got.
Yeah. So again, just calm down. People who are way smarter than us are working on it. So yeah, just chill.
Okay.
Like everyone's panicking nowadays. It's not gonna
Like,
work.
oh my god,
we're
do I
still
need
gonna
to
jack
build a new
off
PC, something like
shit.
that.
Yeah.
Society as we know it will crumble.
It is a big one because again, we never thought that this was possible. I mean, in the mainstream sense.
Mm.
But yeah,
Right. That's all our
Stay
news.
safe.
That's all our news.
wear a condom while jacking off.
Oh, is that is that our last message?
Wait, what? This is the last news?
Yeah.
Respect.
Respect,
Respect
man.
women.
Respect.
What the fuck is this?
We'll talk
We'll talk about that later.
Okay.
In a different video, but yeah.
Okay. Thanks, guys. So
Thanks,
that's what
guys.
happened. Oh, actually, another thing that happened that we'll talk about later. We watched Psych and we played
Alright.
a cool new game called Betrayal House of the Hill. You
Oh
guys should
yeah,
check
it's
that out.
yeah.
Paolo.
We'll talk about
Yep.
it more, but that's what happened this
Okay.
week.
Hey.
Hope we brought things up to speed.
Hope we don't end in 2018.
Oh shit.
Oh no! Look at that.
We already ended in 2017.
Oh.
This is GIX 2.0.
Oh yeah.
GIX X. Yeah, ended with a dab. Ended with a dab.
Blessed by EA.
Do it, you motherfuckers! Don't leave me.
Blame it. Blessed by EA.
Okay, bye guys.